Welcome to the Last Resort Sugar Detox. This is a free online course to walk you through your sugar detox and teach you about sugar addiction. More importantly, it will teach you how to make sugar freedom a lifestyle and not the same old yo-yo diet. Make sure you download the free book below as it corresponds with the videos and you can follow along. If you found us somewhere in the middle of the video series, don't forget to go back to video number 1 and watch the whole series and subscribe for weekly updates. Now grab your free course guide by clicking the link below in the show notes. Here's your next video.
Hi folks, I hope you're settling in, or hope if you're coming back. I know I was on a roll there for a couple of sections, and I'm going right into it. So I hope you're rested and ready to go again. So because I'm bringing up the stuff, the hard part. We're getting into the not hard. I don't want you to think of it as hard. I want you to think of it as real, and the real answer to the questions that you're having. So the name of the section is Abstinence, and I'm here now to define abstinence. Okay. Abstinence. Okay. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? Abstinence is the entire abstinence, the entire lack of sugar and flour in your diet, being ingested in your diet for a set period of time. Okay. Now, your ticket to the game, your ticket to trying to figure this out begins with X amount of days of abstinence. Now, I'll go over it at the end, but you can come back to eating sugar and flour. But at the beginning, in the beginning of this process, in the attempt to see how your body reacts, you have got to go cold turkey, no flour, no sugar of any kind. And when you see the lists that are in the book there of what is in sugar and what is in flour, or what products these things contain, are contained in them, or is that right? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. There's so much sugar out there. There's so much. Ketchup has it in it. Can you imagine ketchup of all things? Bread has it in it. Not that you're going to be eating bread, but everything has sugar in it, and a lot of things have flour. I mean, soy sauce that you get from the sushi place has wheat in it, right? It's crazy. I mean, anyway, abstinence is possible. Abstinence is very doable. Okay. Now I want to quantify this a little bit, okay, please, because this is where people get really freaky on me. They're like, no, I can't imagine, is the main thing that they say. I can't imagine not having bread. I can't imagine not having a dessert once in a while. What about my daughter's party? What about the graduation? What about the wedding? On and on it goes, okay? Believe me, it is possible, and it is possible to have young children. It's very possible, okay? But what I want to leave you with is that I want you to know this is going to be short because I'm going to tell you how to do it, which is more important. But A, you do not have to do this forever, okay? You have to do it so that you feel comfortable in understanding what your body, how your body reacts without having it. And then, and I hate to even say this because a lot of people, when they take this course, they never eat flour and sugar again because they're so happy with the results. Their skin, their weight, everything is so much better. But more than not, a great majority of the people, in drug and alcohol terms called relapse, they do use flour and sugar again. And that period, that learning moment, if you will, that time period is the most important part of the process. Because if you're like me, or you like most everyone I've ever talked to who has journaled this or who has lived through it, you will get this incredible buzz, literally a drug-like euphoric buzz, if you have an abstinent period of time and then ingest, okay? And that but only lasts 5 to 10 minutes, and then you're right back to chasing that little buzz every morning, whatever, okay? So, A, you don't have to do this forever. 2, there may come a time period where you would want to maybe have sugar on your birthday or sugar, whatever. There are different ways to go about this. And 3, this stuff starts to taste too sweet. It starts to taste too, it's just too sweet. Maybe you've never heard of this, but you can Google it. The bliss point. The bliss point is something that food scientists, processed food guys, General Mills and Procter & Gamble, or not Procter & Gamble, Pillsbury, all the big guys who produce things make this combination of sugar, flour, and fat and salt, and they blend it to the point where it's not too sweet, but it's just sweet enough, right? You'll find that most everything with sugar in it will be too sweet after you have a time for abstinence, right? So anyway, abstinence, very, very important part of the journey. Back to the acceptance thing. We have to accept that this is a part of the process that we have to walk through. And once we walk through it, we can figure out what else we need, okay? So anyway, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Take care.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to download the free guide below and follow along. Just follow along in the series as the episodes are all clearly marked. If the next episode is not up yet, then make sure you subscribe so we can notify you when it drops.